Someone who I've wanted to commentate on for almost a year now decides to make a commentary that I'm going to commentate on. And considering in the What's Next tab is from someone who can't speak English, I already have no hopes.
I'm here, bitches! And I brought favors for everybody!
Because the best commentators start their videos with unrelated media clips.
Let me hear you scream like you want it. Let me hear you yell like you mean it. If you're gonna go down, go loud, go strong, go proud, go on, go hard or go home. Let me hear you.
Hey there everyone, I'm filling the gap I left when I tied the knot.
Good to know, Miss Spagonia Robot British Lady.
By the way, married life is awesome.
Well, good to know you like being married. I don't really care, but okay.
This commentary will be on a user known as KablamBandicoot64.
I like how robotic she says that, like, this commentary will be on this guy whose name is Kablam, identifying topic. Wait, I already identified topic. Why do I need to re-identify the topic? What is emotion?
Who rose to infamy not long ago.
A long, long time ago.
He is gonna tell us his thoughts on Clay Claymore. As you might have guessed, not a lot of people liked it all too much. Now let's begin.
Commencing video. But first, have to commence skip card and take jokes seriously.
Hey YouTube, me again, KablamBandicoot64. And why am I smiling? Because today I'm going to talk about Clay Claymore. And why am I smiling? Because I know everybody in the comment section is going to hate my guts even more.
Commence, stupid point.
That's typically the result when you produce low-grade reasons and
Then why
an unpleasant personality to boot.
Then why do people like this video?
Stop thinking we're the ones at fault here.
It really kind of makes me happy just to see how low people can go just to find reasons to hate me. Anyways, yeah, I like Clay Claymore and I like his videos. And there's the dislike button being pressed.
Do you always assume that everyone hates you solely on the grounds that you express a different opinion?
Because fanboys do not exist unless they're Kablam. Are you the Turfy's brother? Wait, no, that's MacBoy. Are you the Turfy's secret clone twin? Who, the only difference is you're a Spagonia using British woman. There's actually a big difference.
You're truly pitiful, you know that?
And commence not explained point.
I'm just gonna say my thoughts
Well, I've already commenced it, but oh god, this joke is stupid.
on him right now. Clay Claymore, before you go calling me a blind fanboy,
A likely assumption to make given how you constantly run to him as backup for your points and defend him like he's your king.
Oh, where's my record chair horn? Where is my record chair horn? Okay. But do you have any examples of this happening, or are we just supposed to rely on your word? Oh god, someone who thinks anecdotal evidence is actually a good source of evidence. Here's a little tip to every human being in existence. It really isn't.
And defend him like he's your king.
I don't like all of his videos. I
Something a fanboy would not say.
thought his videos on Ben the Looney and A-Log were a little on the less quality side, but
Not liking everything someone does isn't a surefire way to excuse fanboyism.
Because it's not something a fanboy would do.
It depends on how far you take your liking for him.
Like, say, if you like all his videos, which you said you don't. Where's my flashy thing?
but his videos on Mr. Enter and O3 Be Good and Elliot Rogers, spot on, man. I mean,
See, not only is it bad to commentate on someone, but it's bad to like someone who commentates on someone.
he is funny. He provides good points. He's a little narcissistic, but who isn't? Come on.
You're not considering that his atrocious attitude is what ultimately stops most people from liking him.
You have a point here, but the thing is, this isn't Kablam saying why other people don't like him. This is Kablam saying why he likes him.
It doesn't help that he's even rude to his fans who...
Oh God, his fans! They click the button. Don't you know once someone subscribes to you, they're immune from all criticism from you? They click the button. I mean, seriously.
politely criticize him.
Come on. You know, Claymore for me is just what really showed me how much of a douche Mr. Enter was.
Really? You couldn't figure it out by the time he started blocking people who disagree with him and how needlessly aggressive he is towards Family Guy and Teen Titans Go?
What if he didn't know about that?
He introduced me to O3 Be Good and, well, Matthew Davis, who is one of my favorite punching bags on YouTube. I love messing with that guy. You know, I'm going to go to the FYE in my mall sometime, buy
Okay, I want everyone to notice how clearly this is a joke.
every Johnny Test DVD I can find. And because that dumbass listed his address, I'm going to mail it all to him.
While I agree that Matthew giving away his address was stupid, you're only making yourself to be worse by saying you do that.
My robotness doesn't understand what humor is.
I don't care if you were joking, because it wasn't funny.
So since when did an unfunny joke count as not a joke? Did I miss that meeting or something?
Topic. Anyways, let's get back to Claymore. One of the things I hear people say about this guy is that he's too mean. He's so mean-spirited. Look, douches and creeps like Mr. Enter, O3 Be Good, Matthew Davis, and Elliot Rogers, they deserve it, okay? They totally deserve all the crap that Clay gives them, okay?
From what I've seen, he's incredibly prejudiced towards anyone who's the slightest bit autistic.
Or he just finds people stupid and uses autism and insults people based on that if they actually are.
Being on the spectrum myself,
Good to know.
I'm not entirely fine with someone classifying me as a loser based on something I can't control.
Another thing I hear about people hating this guy is that his points are not good, okay? No, they are good. It's just you all are fanboys and you guys have bias against Claymore. That's why you all don't think his points are good, okay?
Too bad most of his critics and haters aren't even fans of the people he goes after.
Can I have some examples of this?
All you're doing is committing the collective stereotype fallacy, meaning the only way to disagree with someone is to be your designated example.
Yeah, okay, but you're giving this is an example without examples fallacy. Is that a real fallacy? Well, it is now. Which is basically, you don't provide any examples or proof or whatever.
Okay? Like, take Mr. Enter, for example, alright? Look at how many dislikes his Mr. Enter videos get. And they're all from fanboys. All of them. I know this. I mean, look at the comments section in those Mr. Enter videos. You can't deny that the majority of the people who don't like them are just Enter bots and fanboys.
Okay, let me just take a minute because we have a lot to go over. It's become clear that my claim to fame is my commentary on Mr. Enter.
Yep, you got 161 subscribers. I'm sure Eddie the Scammer is extremely jealous of you.
To this day, and even at the time of its release, I still get fanboys hating on it because I criticized him. Thing is, in my commentary, I brought up legitimate arguments on why his review of Screams of Silence was shit.
Okay, that's a lie, and you know it.
Clay, on the other hand, spends his time mindlessly insulting and belittling Enter. I wouldn't expect many people to enjoy someone they like being ridiculed in such a way.
Okay, so here's what I'm getting from this. It's bad for fanboys to come after me because I'm pretentious and think that I made great points. But it's okay for fanboys to go after him because I don't like him. Or should I do the British robot accent? It's okay for... it's okay for... I can't do a good little girl voice anymore. Guess I'm a man now. A man with extremely long hair.
Okay? That's just how it goes. I mean, Mr. Enter fans, they're ravenous. They're just these insane lunatics of fans. They do everything they can to just defend him in every way, shape, and form.
And you and Clay make it your mission to bash him every waking moment of your lives.
Besides all the moments where they don't, where they make fun of Over Be Good, Matthew Davis, Elliot Rogers, RMG, those Powerpuff Girls SJWs, Pro Macho Genius. And these are just a few of the people I can remember Clay mocking.
You're not that much different from your enemy.
So,
can we make that a fallacy? Please.
And when Clay tries to give Enter criticism in his own way, people hate on him, okay? There's nothing wrong with giving...
Okay, there's a huge clip. You do realize there's no difference between harsh criticism and criticism, right?
Mr. Enter criticism, okay? He's just doing it in a more aggressive tone, and there's nothing wrong with that. He deserves it, okay?
Okay, can you please stop with this text stuff? You have actual editing. Can't you just re-record your lines?
Now...
What, is this a co-op with DLA Boku? Did he come out from the dead and revive? I can't believe it's not AVGN. Oh god, he did. Like 8 months ago. And he hasn't done anything new since then. Oh my god. DLA is stuck in a well. I'm coming, DLA. Hey. Just let me finish this commentary.
Oh, I do have to say that Clay has made some mistakes. Again, I didn't like a couple of his videos. He has shown to be a hypocrite on few occasions, but again, who hasn't? Anyways, yeah, he's not a perfect YouTuber, but I like his content. I think he's a funny guy, and I support him fully. The only thing that would come in between my support for him, or as if he were to call me out or say something mean or negative to me personally, that would sort of cause me to just lose all respect for him, because, you're talking down to one of your fans.
So essentially what you're saying is that you don't mind that he's an asshole as long as he doesn't come after you.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Do me a huge favor and never become an activist.
Okay, I guess that was a stupid point. That didn't really explain why it's wrong. Hopefully you'll explain. Wait, why am I bringing this up if you explain why it's wrong in a second? This is extremely pointless. Let's see. Oh wait, no you don't. Oh god.
When you inspired, but I'm sure he won't do that. Clay is very generous and very supportive of his fan base.
Correction. He only respects people who blindly side with him and what he says. Why don't you try calling him on his mistakes
Why would he do that if he's a fanboy?
sometime? I'm sure he'd be delighted to hear your opinion.
And that's all I have to say about that. Overall, Clay Claymore's fine with me. For some reason, everybody hates him, but I don't know. I mean, I guess they can't take that he's too aggressive, or maybe it's just because they don't like him. I mean, again, he has shown to be a little bit of a hypocrite. Not huge, but just a little. Like, for example, okay, I'll admit it. We both have trouble taking criticism, okay? We both do. And, that's fine. I mean, people are different.
There's a difference between handling criticism poorly and just being a dick about it.
How?
Both of you are the latter, and the fact that you're okay with it is the final nail in the coffin.
So in other words, he points out a flaw and says, but overall, this guy's still good, and you're like, so you're okay with everything he does? No, he isn't. What?
I'm Kablam Bandicoot 64. He's Clay Claymore, and I'm signing out. Hope you all enjoyed this rant on, not rant, but more or less thoughts on Clay Claymore.
Hey buddy, don't you think actually using your voice all the time or text all the time would make your video a lot more consistent? And actually...
My next commentary is going to be on Mr. Enter.
That laugh? Well, that text is just... maybe.
It's going to be on his Boom Crew review, which I thought was a boom review.
I'm sure that video will be just as
And now you're using your voice again.
horrible. So now that the video
Because biases are a great thing to have.
is over, here are my thoughts. Kablam. I can safely say that you are without a doubt the worst commentator I've ever seen.
This is coming from someone who knows Sloth Boy, who's friends with Sloth Boy.
Your ego disgusts me. Your content is as rewarding as terminal cancer, and you bring nothing to commentaries.
Commentaries. What are commentaries? Are they like, you know, the normal trees you see? Is my Christmas tree a commentary? Why is a Christmas tree right next to me? It's July.
I first discovered you from DiCaprio's commentary on You last year, and while your video wasn't good, you at least had potential. Ever since 2016 started, you've done nothing but make a total fool of yourself, and as a result you are now a complete failure. I suggest taking a break from making videos until you've had time to reconsider your structure, because you are in desperate need of change.
And we should always take advice from a robot.
This is Crystal signing off. Farewell, and stay classy.
Take me back, back to the shack, back to the strap with the lightning strap. Kick in the door.
So, final thoughts. Every single thing I said in this video might not stand, but you know what? I don't know. I don't know anything really. And neither do you. But the only difference is, I can actually be coherent in what I'm saying. Your points didn't make any sense, and when you did make some sense, you came off as inconsistent. Oh yeah, I guess that is inconsistent. I don't know. My head hurts. It's like 10:30 at night. I don't care. I'm Cifro Joe, and good night or good morning or whatever you're watching this.